The Pictured Rocks Lakeshore Trail, 42 miles hugging the coast of Lake Superior. We had been to the Pictured Rocks area once before, and it immediately became one of our favorite places on Earth. But we only got to see a small portion of it.
Wanting to see more of it, and wanting to challenge ourselves to a longer distance hike, we thought what better place to do it than one of the most picturesque places in Michigan. For this trip, only Robbie and I were able to make it. Nonetheless, our destination was Grand Marais, Michigan, where we'd stay overnight before the start of our hike.
Eventually, we reached Mackinac Bridge, located at the northernmost point of the Lower Peninsula. Spanning 5 miles over the Straits of Mackinac that connect Lake Michigan and Lake Huron, the bridge would take us to the Upper Peninsula.
After we crossed the bridge, we saw telltale signs we were in the UP. After close to 8 hours of driving, we stopped to have dinner before heading to our hotel.
And no meal would be complete without the ice cream.
How you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling good. Nice. I like it. I like it. Oh, this is great, dude.
Oh man, I'm excited, dude. I'm thinking that like once we get on the trail and we start moving, we're just
Thomas and Andrew are missing out.
The Lakeshore Trail is typically hiked from east to west. There's a shuttle service that will take you from Munising to the starting point in Grand Marais, an hour away.
Unfortunately, we made a mistake in planning and were already in Grand Marais. So we got up early to get to the shuttle in Munising that would take us back. On the bus, we ran into two of our viewers, Janice and Uriah.
Well, I, for one, am very excited to actually be moving.
Oh man, feels good.
Yeah. Perfect weather, too.
Yeah.
Our hike had begun. Up first was 7.5 miles to the Ausable campsite.
So where is this?
I'm not sure, I guess this is just another parking area.
Are we going up that dune?
Let's check out the map over there. So our campsite's actually going to be around here, the Ausable Light Station.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I guess we'll be really close to the water there. We continued along the road flanking Grand Sable Lake.
Wow.
And to the right of our trail was our first sand dune of the trip.
We should go up there real quick, though.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Even though we've never been to this particular sand dune, it literally feels like we've been in this exact spot before. The trail was further down the road, so we headed back down and continued on.
Along the trail, we found a nice spot to have breakfast.
Retrospecticus. We crossed another road and then continued on the trail towards the first landmark, Log Slide. So for some reason I was walking around thinking about the doll's eyes fruit because I thought I saw some back there, and then we actually happened to find some here. It's one of my favorite plants just because of how weird it looks.
It does look
It's the
so
most
weird.
alien thing I've ever seen. Like you almost expect it to like blink at you and like go like look at you.
So that sand dune right there is where we were just at. So we've already made some significant progress. It doesn't really feel like that though, does it?
I think the nicer the weather, the easier it is to just like hike without even thinking about it.
Oh yeah.
It was a little foggy, but the temperature was perfect.
After a bit of hiking, we entered the thick of the forest filled with ferns.
Pretty varied environment so far.
I was actually expecting more sand dunes at this point, but I'm thinking we'll probably hit some a little later on this trail.
Okay, we've done almost 3 miles now. So far, the trail has been extremely relaxing, easy.
Like I'm a little chilled, but just like kind of like a good feeling.
I'm beginning to think that you can't have a bad hike at Pictured Rocks.
The one advantage of this being a highly traveled trail is that it's very well marked.
That is true. Yeah, so we just crossed that road. Campsite's in between, log slide somewhere.
Right there, yeah. Now the campsite's here.
Cool.
So we get to the log slide first. What do you want me to do with it? Because I'm not putting it on my face.
Well, I guess I'll put them on my face. There you go.
You sure?
Shoot. Cool.
All right, looks like there's just people taking a break here, but there's sand dunes over there maybe. What do you got there?
Cinnamon bread with extra cinnamon. And
That packs a calorie punch.
Amazing view up there. You got your own like little private vista. So
Nice.
yeah.
A lot more plant life than I would have expected.
like a hidden nature valley.
Wow. Wow.
This feels like the kind of thing where if you just come up over this ridge, you'd see like little nomad encampments just set up here and there. And
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Because that's what I'd do.
Like, well, our long journey is over. This is where we're living. Look at what is on this log. Yo, that is bar none the biggest I've ever seen.
Is it an artist cock? I think it might be.
Oh yeah.
Andrew would have a field day with this one. He'd draw like Mona Lisa.
I just wrote Hill, Hank Hill. I think for the first time today, the sun's actually poking through.
Yeah, when we were up on that sand dune, you could see that the big thick layer of clouds was moving away from us, and
Yeah.
there was some openings in the sky.
Yeah, so we were hiking and we saw this big mound here, and I couldn't tell if it was the tree line, but I think it's actually a sand dune.
Okay, we're gonna go check this out.
If you want to go up there, I'll let you go. I think I'm skipping this one now. So.
Okay, I'll go up and check it out.
Godspeed.
Wow, this is even steeper than I imagined. I might regret this later, but while I'm fresh, at least I'm gonna give it a shot.
I can barely even walk up, it's so slippery.
That should give some idea of how steep this is. Holy cow.
Now here is the fun part. You definitely did not want to climb up that, but going down was super fun.
How was it?
The view was good. It was just like last time though.
Okay.
Oh dude, I don't know if I can look at this for very long. Oh, that is so gross, dude. Oh, is it wet too?
Ooh, gross.
Oh.
It's like soggy bread.
Oh, Jesus. It's dripping. Oh. Oh God.
It almost like smells like wet bread too or something.
Oh,
I
dude.
can't.
Okay, oh God.
This was Climacodon septentrionale, the northern tooth fungus. It can tend to be slimy or gooey when you break it open, which is probably partly why it looks so gross.
Ugh, God, the minute I touched it, I was like, I don't want to touch this.
It was dripping. Ugh. God, textures like that bother me normally, but when you make it into a big pile of dripping mushroom, it's even worse.
Oh. We saw some horse hooves fungi as well, and then continued on our way.
Before we get to the campsite, there's a parking lot where we're gonna stop, have lunch, take a break. And that's way more than the halfway point, but we're gonna use it as our halfway point.
As we came out of the forest, we reached Log Slide, a sand dune where loggers built a slide to move logs down to the water to be shipped away.
This was used to carry the logs, I guess? Yeah, I guess so. Look at the size of that wheel, dude. Go stand next to that. It's like a monster truck for horses.
Yeah.
I think that's a much deserved lunchtime. It's a little sandy. You go to a restaurant and they come with a little crumb thing. So I brought these apples and I have to eat them as fast as possible because each one weighs like a half a pound.
The smell of these Snyders is permeating my food bag. The garlic parmesan.
Ooh, nice. Wow, that smells good. Now we're gonna go check out the log slide. Apparently it's just a huge drop. How many feet?
I think the sign said like 500 feet vertical.
Okay, so we've been to the Sleeping Bear Dunes before and we went down a 500-foot dune. It takes hours to get back up.
Yeah.
We will definitely not be going down.
You can go down in like a minute.
Yeah.
You can tumble down in a minute, but it will take you so long, you'll be so exhausted.
Yeah. Oh, descends 500 feet, 300 feet vertical. Wow. Okay, let's go take a look.
Yeah, you can't even like see the bottom from here.
Wow, it's
really
cold.
windy and cold. Nope.
You can see people walking there.
Oh, it must be like a little pier that goes out to like a tower.
You can see the lighthouse right there.
Makes me excited to go there.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're actually getting back on the main trail, but I didn't realize it, but you said we're going all the way to that lighthouse?
Yeah, I think so. The campsite isn't, it's listed as Ausable East when you reserve it, but on the map it's just called Ausable Lighthouse.
Oh. Now this section of the trail is what my memory of Pictured Rocks is.
Yep.
Just going on this for miles. And see a little fox with a rabbit leg on the trail. On the hiking app, it says that there's a big downhill and we're basically in that right now. But other than that, the trail is mostly flat. This is like the only time we've had any real significant change in elevation.
I wonder what that's for.
I don't know.
It's probably like some sort of like a ladder to help people get down to the beach, maybe. Why would it be here?
Wow, we're right next to the water.
Yeah. It wasn't long before we saw signs of our campsite through the trees. See, there's a bear box up there.
Oh, there's a person up there too.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Gotta be it, right?
yep.
Wow. We gotta come here and eat.
Oh man.
Oh man, look at
What
that
a
view. So this is called Au Sable. So AU is the periodic symbol for gold. I wonder if it's like supposed to be like gold sable or something.
I was wondering that myself.
Because Au Sable, like, what is that?
I don't know.
Turns out it's just French and means in the sand.
Nothing like winding your way into a perfect campsite.
Yeah. Feels like hidden from everything else.
2 of our hiking compatriots we met on the bus were already at the campsite.
What's up, guys?
How long have you guys been here?
Since like 2.
Really?
Wow, yeah.
We got here so early.
Yeah, we took breaks at the log slide and had lunch and stuff. So
That was the place to take a break at,
Yeah.
man.
This is a sweet campsite, man.
dude, I'm so excited.
Wow, this is perfect.
Yeah. Look, they even got like, they created like little seats here.
Oh, dude. Okay, so our camp buddies here told us that the lighthouse is just a half-mile away, so we're gonna go check it out before it gets too dark.
Yeah, definitely. And then we'll come back, start a fire.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
This is awesome. It's like we've stumbled onto like Outset Island or something. Doom, 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 doom. Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, it looks kind of like it's just a museum now or something. This has a very lost village sort of feel. You know, kind of like Manitou Island, actually.
Yeah.
There's like a pie in there.
I wonder if it's like fake,
Gotta be
like when they
fake.
give tours.
Yeah. Pie making
Someone just
salad.
pops up in front of the window. Aren't you want to see my chainsaw hockey mask?
So we just talked to some volunteers here. Apparently, they'll come out here and they'll stay for how many weeks?
Like 3 to 4 weeks.
Wow.
And they'll give tours of the lighthouse and the museum. They were like on a waiting list for super long.
Yeah,
And this is like their first time out here.
this is something we should think about doing one day.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, good look on the fire.
It's a little before 9. We're just about ready to go to bed. One of the best parts about Pictured Rocks is that you have this white noise machine from the water. Dude, I'm gonna sleep so good tonight. And it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so there's no reason to get up early. I guess we'll see in the morning how hard the rain is.
Until then, good night.
When we got up, it had already stopped raining. Our camp neighbors had already left for the day's hike, and we sat to enjoy some coffee before heading out.
Okay, this is Maxim coffee and sugar packet in Korean from John Shin.
Oh, it's got coffee and sugar?
I mean, I just assume it has lots of sugar.
Oh.
Just like a 50% sugar, 50% coffee. Actually,
Yep, that's hot.
I like it really hot. Oh yeah.
Can you drink that?
Yeah. you gotta slurp it so that as it goes in, it's like the beer molecule.
It's not like permeating your tongue.
Yeah, you just gotta kind of inhale it, not.
Like I sip so little, it's like not satisfying.
Well, then sometimes you just burn yourself like I did. For day 2 of our trip, we were headed to 7 Mile Campground, about 7 miles to the west. But first, we had to fill up on water.
There's supposed to be a water fountain somewhere here.
Yeah.
I'm guessing like those buildings over there, maybe? Oh, it's over there. Our buddy Dalton is over there from last night. How was breakfast? Good. Nice.
We filled up water and sat to enjoy some breakfast ourselves.
The next portion of the trail had us on a gravel road for a few miles, and eventually we came upon a curious sight.
Oh, it's a shipwreck.
Graveyard coast.
Can you actually see them down there?
Take a look.
Well, if anything, the water is definitely too turbulent to see anything.
Yeah. I don't see anything here.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Yeah. Definitely looks like the water's too rough or too high right now.
We've been on this road for a long time.
I think we're gonna be on it for a while.
1.25 miles so far.
Yeah. It said the Hurricane Campground was 1.5 miles, so we might like
Yeah, must be
happen
getting
upon
close.
that really soon.
So how many miles is that?
1.5.
1.5, okay. Okay, well this says there's more shipwrecks on that little sign.
I don't see anything.
No shipwrecks?
No. As we took a break, we continued to comb the beach for any signs of the shipwrecks. Okay, so we're pretty sure that actually out there is what is the shipwreck, or what remains of it. We saw this dark patch in the water, and then I walked over here and you can kind of see like very parallel lines, which makes it seem like, you know, like the bottom of a ship. And actually the outline almost sort of looks like a ship too. Like you can kind of see something that's sticking out like the nose of a ship.
That is 100% a ship.
Yeah.
Well, if I were braver, I would go swim right in there. Or if it was warmer.
Yeah.
Starting to get a little bit of sprinkling, but hopefully it's just a sprinkle. Wait, what time is it? It's supposed to maybe rain at 2. Let's see, I guess. It's kind of nice. There's so many established campsites along the way that you can just use the bathroom at any one of them. You don't have to do too much digging or squatting. That's what Brian is doing right now. I did my business at the Lighthouse. So there's blueberries here. We're like 99% certain. Oops, I accidentally picked one. Since I already accidentally picked it, I'll give it a shot. I mean, that's definitely a blueberry. It's good. Kind of a busy road today. We just heard some rumbling in the distance, and it's getting darker and darker. Hopefully if we get to 12 Mile Campground in time, they'll have some shelters we could hang out if it starts raining.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no two ways around it now. It's raining, and all we can hope for now is that it doesn't get any harder. But we should be getting that campsite pretty soon, so we can wait it out there, eat lunch. Wow, it's raining pretty hard.
Yeah.
I didn't realize. Let's go. Is there any shelter at that campground?
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah, the rain's pretty intense right now. We're not that far from that campground with a parking lot, so I'm sure there's something there, but I don't even know what campsite this is, do you know?
Oh, bench farm.
Huh.
We have parking lot here, right?
No, it's further up ahead. It's not far though.
Might as well keep going then.
I don't see any other choice.
Yeah.
What is that? The hut. Could we take shelter there? If we can, we're definitely doing it. Anywhere where we can take shelter. Good enough for me. Well, maybe if the bathroom's the only choice, I might just stand under the awning. Maybe we should go to the bathroom. It won't smell that great, but yeah, let's do it. Actually, it doesn't smell that bad. Oh man. Good to get out of that.
Yeah, like literally picked up as we were like, let's take shelter under there. And I was like, okay.
Damn. It's actually not the first time we found ourselves taking shelter in a bathroom.
Yeah.
That's not much Japan, right?
Mm-hmm. That was a really nice bathroom though.
What if it just rained all day? We just had to spend the rest of the day in here. Like we had like a little stove here where we're cooking our meals.
Oh man, that would be terrible.
Eventually, the rain lightened up, and we had a snack while we gave it a bit more time to clear up.
Nice looking beach.
Shame the weather's not nicer right now.
The awning here is a little better, but the ground is a little flooded. Let's keep going.
What if you just like crawled into one of the bear boxes? Like in the fetal position, just curled up.
It's like you're dry and you're safe from bears at the same time. This is the hut you go to get your fortune told. This says 2.6 miles to our campsite.
Those have nice little openings.
Oh, they do.
Now we're just like, that's a nice shelter. That's a nice shelter.
As we entered the trail again, we saw an abandoned cabin.
Yeah, nothing. I think it was just at one time used. It's maybe a campsite or something. It's got a number on it, but it just says Department of the Interior or whatever. And then maybe an old outhouse over there. Who knows if we're in the clear, but it has definitely lightened up quite a bit.
Finally, after hours of rain, the sun poked through the clouds.
Just something as simple as the sun coming out, like you just feel like this wave of relief and just like better times are ahead and things like that. I feel like that's something that you'd also be hard pressed to find like unless you were camping. Like when you're sitting at home and it's raining and the sun comes out, you're like, oh, that's great. You never really have like the same like reaction to it.
That sign says to the group campsite, but I'm assuming the regular campsite's
Probably really close.
yeah.
Yeah.
It just says group campsite.
The map says that there's an individual and group
But is it further or before?
further.
Yeah, I guess we'll just keep going. Great water source here, at least.
Yeah.
Whoa! Kind of a scary bridge, though. It's like Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Like the forest temple, right?
Yep. This must just be the commons area. Campsite site. Yeah, let's go claim something. This one's all right. Let's go check out 3 and 4. This one has a bench, and this one just seems to be a better surface. This is campsite 1. Okay, so this is campsite 4, and that's campsite 5. Yeah, I think the bench probably be best.
We settled on campsite 2 with the bench. After setting up our equipment, we wondered where everyone was.
Dude, I bet people just give up. Like,
Yeah.
this campsite was full when you reserved it.
Almost certain it was full because I remember a lot of the ones I was picking were like, gotta take this one because it's the only one remaining.
This is only day 2 of 5.
Well, we've already hiked more in these 2 days than we do on most trips.
That's true.
I'm feeling pretty good so far. As long as the weather's nice, like I really
Yeah.
don't have any apprehensions.
If it doesn't rain, if this is the worst that we experience, then we'll be sitting real pretty.
Yeah.
If it's not, then you know. So today I'm going to be doing pesto chicken pasta, courtesy of T. Bryce Ryan.
And I've got fettuccine alfredo with chicken.
I like the artwork on this.
Yeah.
I guess the artwork doesn't matter so much. But let's dink it first. That's that chicken pesto.
This smells so good though.
Sun-dried tomatoes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Pasta's cooked, not too watery.
Man,
Good taste.
that was good.
Yeah.
You want to try it?
That's good.
That's good too.
Yeah, a lot of flavor in there.
Wow.
Remember when I said I might share some of this with you? I lied. to do when you drink coffee is you just have to zone out and stare off at something. Man, I don't think it gets old.
It doesn't.
So we're going to the Coves campsite, which is where we camped at last time actually we came here. According to the map, we have 7.3 miles, which is pretty much what we've been doing for the last few days. So we should be in good shape. Although according to AllTrails, it looks like we might have less than that, so I don't know.
It's weird. It's like I can't see the source of all the chips.
See that hole in the tree?
Oh, woodpecker. Yep. Wow, how could a woodpecker be that strong, dude?
I bet that wood is really old and rotten.
Probably.
And just ripping out chunks.
In the morning, when we first start hiking, I always feel like I could just go forever.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, my feet feel great, legs feel great. And then last night when I was in bed, I couldn't sleep because my legs were so sore.
I know,
like,
I was like shifting around constantly because like even the slightest bit of pressure on your feet, you're just like, oh man, that's uncomfortable.
Yeah. Okay, we've done 3 miles so far today. We've been hiking for like 2 hours, and this has been the most relaxing, lazy trail I've ever been on in my life.
The location is great. Like it's just tall, towering trees with the sun shining through and soft trail. Like we've just been chatting about random stuff and just kind of like hiking at our own leisure. We started at 15 miles and right now we're at 17.7. So we've done, according to this, 2.3. So less than 4 miles. Well, we're really trucking today. Like we said, it's an easy trail. This is totally out of nowhere.
That is so cool, dude. How did this even get here? Yo. Look, Smithers, I'm a motorist.
That's a nice driver, Mr. Burns.
So we've done 3.5 miles today. Wow, the beach is really calling me today. As soon as we find a place to go down, I'm going down there. Well, speak of the devil.
Challenge me?
We shall. Curious what it would take for me to be even happier than I am right now.
This is like what you come here for, man.
Sit here for like 3 hours.
We do have a lot of time to kill, so.
Here's some sand for you. And for you.
As we continued, we came along the Pine Bluff Campground.
What's in the bear box? See if anybody left us some candy.
Beer.
Trash.
Oh God, yeah, it smells terrible now.
Wait, was the beer full?
I don't know. Didn't smell good though.
We've done about 6 miles now and 3 hours and 46 minutes of hiking.
Not 6 miles. Like 4.5. Oh, does yours say 6 miles?
Well, I guess I've walked 6 miles today. Either way, this has been by far the easiest day so far. Just like a stroll. This is a stroll so far.
It really is. Had plenty of time to relax on the beach.
Man.
Really taking that sunshine. Before long, we arrived at another campsite, Beaver Creek. Next one will be Coves. According to this, maybe just like a mile left.
Oh wow. Yeah. Should we investigate the bear box? See if there's any goodies for us.
Sure.
It's just a lot of these bear boxes, people leave stuff for people to use, like fire starting stuff or whatever. So I'm just like thinking maybe somebody left like a packet of like Jolly Ranchers or gummy worms or something. If there is, I'm gonna partake.
That is, if we could actually find it.
What the? Beaver Creek Campground. So we went that way the first time. Then I circled around back here. No campsite.
Okay, I think we have to go the other way.
Oh, you have to keep going. Okay.
His need for candy has led us on a wild goose chase. But what if there was candy?
I'm telling you, man, I feel like there is. Oh, here it is, here it is, here it is. Yeah, there's the bear box. Okay, moment of truth. Oh, there's other people's stuff. Somebody's already here. Well, now that I've built the candy up in my mind so much, Brian's using the bathroom, but I got blueberry muffin. That'll do. That'll do. At first I was really excited. I opened the bear box and I was like, ooh, trail mix, all this stuff. And I was like, wait a minute. Nobody would leave that much food.
As we rested, we discussed the route ahead to make sure we were on pace to get to our campsite before dark.
Immediately after exiting the Beaver Creek Campground, we spotted its namesake.
Could a beaver do that?
I think so. I mean, you can see like the characteristic like nubbins. You can see the characteristic nubbins like on the end of some of the trees where they gnaw it off. Like how it's like pointy.
Although some of those are just clean cut. Well, if you like to swim, this is a great campsite.
Yeah.
Own private pool.
Perfect place to swim.
Did not expect to see something like this.
So it looks like, I'm assuming we want to go this way.
Chapel Beach is tomorrow, right?
Yeah. So I think we'll go this way. Because Chapel Beach is the right way anyways.
Yep. Okay, Brian just informed us we have 0.3 miles left. Although today has been quite easy, I think we're both ready to just sit down and not do anything for the rest of the day. Take off our pack, take off our shoes, take off our socks, and just do nothing. Just lie there, basking in the sun, listening to the bugs chirp. Yes.
And before long, we arrived at Coves Campground.
Lead the way.
Alrighty.
This looks fine to me. We can keep looking too.
No, that's perfect. tonight, for dinner, we decided to use a little piece of equipment one of our viewers sent us.
That's from Expedition Research LLC.
It's a solid fuel stove, so it's designed specifically for the use with solid fuel.
So you put a little fuel cube in there. You put this stuff together. It's like a transformer.
Yeah.
More than meets the eye. You put this in first. Probably this side because
Yep. So like the fuel just sits in there. Now they actually gave us some solid fuel cubes too, but I think I forgot to bring them. So I've got this wet fire stuff, which is solid fuel essentially. This is actually supposed to be tinder that you can use like in wet situations. And I can tell you just by what I'm seeing, it doesn't look like it's burning the same as solid fuel. But I have used this before, and it does work really well. Like solid fuel itself works really well, because I used it in my solo stove.
Turns out the wet fire worked just fine, and the water boiled without incident. So this is the beef stroganoff ramen noodles.
This is the very watery risotto. Ding, ding, ding.
Oh, ding, ding, ding.
Still good though.
This is not bad. This is a little one-notey for my tastes. This does have some big mushrooms in it.
So it's Andrew's kind of meal. Want to try some? I know what you mean by when you say one notey. That's it. Like you take one bite and that's the flavor.
That's all the flavor you're getting. That's good though.
So far I haven't been disappointed by Backpacker Pantry. I've only had 2, so still plenty of time.
With no streams nearby, we decided to fill up directly from the lake, which was easier said than done. Still see the breath? We're like idiots. Yeah, but for some reason we can see our breath. Good little sunset we got going here.
We're thinking we might see the green flash.
Yeah, we're hoping because there's no clouds, so we got a nice view. This fabled green flash that may or may not actually exist.
I feel like I'm just gonna blink and miss it.
Yeah.
You're just gonna be like, oh, it happened!
You're like trying to keep your eyes open, your retinas are getting burned, you're like... And then, like, you see the flash, but you go blind afterwards. So it's like you're like a pirate, like telling people tales. I'll tell you a tale of the green flash. Lost me eyesight because of it.
It's got the double eye patches.
Yeah, don't start me on fire.
Good thing
Shoot
it
a
didn't
blade
like
for me to the
flame
fire.
you or
It's gonna-
something.
So it turns out this bear box was the one I was looking for all along. Coffee packets. I assume somebody left them for us to enjoy.
Nice.
Once we get some
Definitely
water,
gonna need those today.
we'll enjoy that.
Yes.
Hazelnut.
So I would say priority number 1 for us today is to find water.
Yep.
Then we'll cook up a mess of biscuits and gravy and do our longest hike of the trip so far, which will be 11.8 miles.
I think as long as we just pace ourselves, we should be good.
Indeed.
I wonder if this is the cove when they refer to Cove's campground, because it definitely looks like a cove.
After a bit more hiking, we came across the Cove's group campsite.
Well, it's empty.
Let's go take a breakfast.
So halfway through cooking last night, I actually found the solid fuel that I packed. This time I'm gonna use this, and we'll see how it cooks.
So this is tailor-made for that stove.
Exactly.
Got Taster's Choice hazelnut, courtesy of some anonymous hiker. Double strong.
I can smell that from here.
Double sweet. Yeah, that's pretty good, but it's a bit too sweet. Yeah. We'll need some biscuits and gravy to counteract it.
Indeed.
Oh, man.
Bottoms up. All right, no, yeah, ding, 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 ding. It's not like, you know, perfect biscuits and gravy, but it'll do.
Smells like biscuits and soup. I'm gonna fix this actually. Okay, I diluted. Oh yeah, go. Oh yeah. No, it's okay. It's okay. That handle was what was burning. Oh, much better. Okay. Don't be like me and just think that because the packets are small, they don't pack a punch. I was like, 1 packet? Come on, look how small it is. We need 2 at least, maybe 3. Okay, there we go. This won't burn you. I'm just gonna run the rest of the trail. So at this campsite, somebody left some banana chips. But you can see by the popularity of banana chips that this has not even been opened. And the fact that I'm not going to take them.
Freshest if used by 7/16/20. Still good though.
Yeah. Wish I cared about banana chips.
Onward we go.
Well, you know, so from here on out is all stuff that we've already seen.
Yeah.
So this will be all revisiting our last trip here.
Pretty recognizable spot. You saw our last video. This is where we watched the sunset. Pretty awesome spot.
That was one of the best sunsets ever.
Yeah.
So this is Chapel Beach Campground. Okay, we're going past Mosquito. That's where we stayed last time.
Yeah.
Well, that's fair ways.
Yeah.
Grand Portal again, too.
Let's go. So we've probably done about 4.5 miles so far, and it's another 3.5 to the Mosquito Campground, and then from there another 4 miles to the potato patch. But this trail, we've hiked it before, everything's super familiar and super beautiful too.
You think we're coming up on Grand Portal here?
I think so, we should be close. Possibly, yeah.
You think it's this one?
It's definitely that, and we can see it, we're just not there yet.
It.
It's like, I don't even know, like the anticipation.
Not sure it came across in the last video, but this place is massive. And this thing just juts out into the middle of nowhere, and it's terrifying on there.
I think that's the arch, or the hole, right? The portal?
Yeah, I think the portal's right below us.
Yeah. There was like recently some part of Pictured Rocks like collapsed near kayakers. And now it's got me thinking it could be like maybe this part up here. Well, first of all, that just looks like something slid off, right?
Yeah.
But then, if there's any place where kayakers would be, it would be at Grand Portal, because this is where you would come to kayak, right?
Yeah, I suppose so. But there's not people in there, is there? You see that little...
Turns out it was just some birds resting.
I love these type of like bluffs and stuff, but hanging out here for too long always gives me the heebie-willy-jillies. Like, sooner we can get into the forest, the better. So Brian has just informed me that we're only a little over halfway, which is, I mean, it's not terrible. It's like 250, but we do need to pick up the pace a little bit. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
My body's ready. I'm sure Reggie's body's ready.
just a little update on weather. We had signal for a bit, but looks like we should be good for the rest of the day. We're gonna get some rain throughout the night, like around noon tomorrow. It says it's gonna stop, but it's probably just gonna be a light rain.
Mayhaw. Mosquito Campground is just around the edge because that's where we were hanging out in the morning. Somewhere around there. Yeah. That's where me and Bob were, right? Oh, yeah, here it is. Mosquito.
We wandered up this trail. Going, Bob? Up trail?
Okay, there's a river just up ahead, and now that I think about it, that's where we filled up last time in the morning. How much more do we have mileage?
According to this, 3 miles. Basically like 1/3. We're like 1/3 left.
You know, since we still do have a few hours, why don't we take a break here?
Okay.
Get a rejuvenation real quick.
Wow, they have 2 bear boxes. Talk about luxurious.
It's really close.
I was like, here, you take those almonds.
So we got 3 miles left, 3 hours and 43 minutes until sunset.
We can do that. We'd have to go extremely slow to not make it in time.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past us.
Well, this is now uncharted territory again. We've passed the Mosquito Campground and we're entering a place we've never been.
To put things into perspective, we were already eating dinner and basically ready to get in our tents the last few days at this time. Now we're climbing uphill the Jedi steps. Yo, this is a little like the first day, the first forest. Wow, that seems so long ago.
I wonder if as we get closer to the end, it'll be more like the beginning.
Weird. That seems like another trip.
Yeah.
Aminiati homestead?
That was the Instagram of the people we met off the bus, Janice and Uriah.
So what is it actually?
At Mini City Homestead.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was like Amini.
That looked fresh.
Yeah, maybe they're at the campsite.
That would be great. Right now, I want nothing more than this day's hike to be done. We're almost there, just a little bit left to go. But this has definitely been the most grueling.
We are less than a quarter of a mile away from the campsite. I haven't been this happy to get to a campsite in a long time. How long are you gonna rest on a log before you do anything? I'm thinking like 3 hours for myself.
I'm gonna set up my hammock. I'm gonna lay in it for an hour.
Oh, I haven't been this happy to see a campsite. Maybe ever.
Oh my God.
You can do the honors, go ahead. Right. Don't trip on whatever that is. Wow, what a different environment.
Yeah. This clearly tells me that I wouldn't do solo hiking, because after a long, grueling day of hiking, The only thing I want more is someone to like share in my misery. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Ah. Die mosquitoes. Ah. Oh. Oh. Don't even care.
One of our neighbors already had a fire started, so we stoked it back up for dinner.
We don't always earn our meals, but today we earned them.
Oh my god. We have earned everything.
Ginger chicken stir fry with rice for me.
3 cheese mac and cheese for me.
These are the most fresh vegetables I've ever seen in a dehydrated meal.
Yeah, that looks legit. Oh wow. That's really good.
This was another T. Bryce Ryan joint, so thank you, T. Bryce.
Yeah.
Okay, we got one more super treat, and that's because today was the hardest day. This is also from T. Bryce Ryan. This is cheesecake dessert. Oh, we need the toppings. They're in my pocket. So they give you a little packet of graham crackers to put on top of this.
It's like cheesecake if you mashed it up.
Yeah, that's like pre-chewed cheesecake.
Nobody should be allowed to have that while
Chocolate chips, strawberries.
The graham cracker does add that crunch. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. Wow. Yep. This is wrong somehow.
If this is wrong, I don't want to be right.
You in your hammock yet? Yeah. How you doing?
Pretty good, actually.
Me too. It looks like it's just about to start to rain. We are safely inside the tents. I think we're going to fall immediately to sleep tonight.
It has been raining literally all night. It's like 9 a.m., so we're faced with the proposition of either waiting it out until like noon or getting up and getting wet. This is our final day, so it's not a huge deal if we get wet. Brian, you up?
So it looks like it's going to be clearing up here really soon, like maybe 15-20 minutes.
Okay.
So I'd say we just wait a little bit and then we can pack up and head out.
Sounds good.
All right, cool.
The one good thing about this rain is that it doesn't make you sad that the trip is over. Yeah. It makes you quite glad the trip is over. It's gonna be the quickest 9 miles of our life. I'm making that prediction right now.
I'm going to have to agree with you there.
All right, Autobots, roll out.
There was only one thing left to do: hike the final 9 miles to the car. And while the rain wasn't pleasant, it was a potent motivator.
As we approached Miners Beach, we saw a kayak group getting ready to brave the waters.
There's the kayakers. Yeah, that actually looks like it'd be super fun.
I mean, if you were like returning to a warm room and stuff afterwards,
Oh yeah.
it wouldn't be a problem at all.
All right, well, have fun, guys. Yeah, I'm almost 100% certain that all of these bushes are blueberry. Wow, they must have bears like in the springtime just walking around. I guess people just make teepees. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think when it comes to forests, this is like my all-time favorite. Pine needles on the ground and the red tree trunks of the conifers, super tall. It always like makes me excited to like want to camp there or something. I was just looking at the All Trails map and there's a significant like steep part of the elevation, but it's like really short. Okay. So we're almost there anyways.
we take a break?
Yeah.
Either way. Yo, this is really far in. Whoa. Were those their wings?
Yeah.
Huh. That was some new form of bear.
Rapid vibrating bear.
Somebody had a fire this morning. So our journey is halfway over now.
Today's journey is halfway over.
Yeah. What do you think overall?
I thought it was a great trip, and I feel accomplished.
Yeah, me too. You know, we've been to a lot of really cool places, but one thing like Michigan that has over like so many other places is that it's both amazing and it feels like home. Like when you sleep at a campsite in Michigan, it feels very familiar, you know? You don't feel like you're on some mountainside in the Rockies.
Yeah.
Without a can of beer. Okay, final day, final coffee. Thank you, anonymous hiker, once more. It's pretty hot.
Okay.
You might want to wait, but
Yeah, it's really hot. So this is a little chilly. This coffee's been nice way to warm up.
well, you might as well say it now.
That'll warm me up. So it looks like we have about 3.5 miles left.
Okay. Yeah, we're basically at the same point we were last night before we got to our campsite.
Yep.
We pounded that one out pretty quick, so
We did.
let's get our butter churning devices and do it.
I think we've got maybe about 1.25 miles left.
Okay, that's not bad.
Both out of water. We're just relying on hydration when we get there. The only thing that's keeping me going is, well, there's nothing else left to do except to finish this.
Yep. It's about the feeling I got right now too.
Yeah.
One day we'll be there.
Just in the distance. See that expansive cement?
Go, 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 go. Oh my God.
Oh, that's a baseball.
Thank you, Lord. Oh, good God, yes. Oh man. Thank God. How good does that feel?
Feels good.
All right, Brian got the stickers to commemorate the trip. 42 miles, baby. And a sweatshirt.
And a sweatshirt.
It's time to not sweat. It's time to eat.
Yes.
The only sweats I will tolerate are meat sweats. Let's go. Okay, change of plans on the pasties. We couldn't find any, so it's Pictured Rocks Pizza today.
I like that aesthetic.
Nice aesthetic, yeah. I've died and gone to heaven. Oh my God. Oh good God. If I was somebody who cried when they were happy, I'd be crying right now.
I don't think experiencing the pleasure of eating food can get like, any better than this.
It doesn't, yeah, it doesn't really get better.
Pictured Rocks local special. Philly cheesesteak.
Oh, delicious. Oh, it's got green onions on it too. I gotta start singing the national anthem. Oh, see, let me see. Heaven on earth? Heaven on earth? Dink! Steaky. Yes. Back at the same motel, different room this time, and we got ice cream in tow from, I don't know, Sherpa Boy or something. What was it called?
Chocolate Shout ice cream.
Oh yeah. Anyways, I gotta poop and shower, etc.
Good news, everyone! We're going to Planet S11N to deliver a package from Clinton and Corin Johnson to their kids, Noah and Mila Johnson. Fry and Sarah Churchwell, I want you to deliver the package. Fry and Sarah Churchwell? But what about Zoidberg? Where'd you get that shirt from? I like that. That's cool. What's up, John Truitt? Jim Potts. What's up? What's up is I heard you're getting your butt kicked out there in Hong Kong. You crazy? Man, who told you that? Oh, I've got my sources. Don't you worry about that.
Whoa, is that like karate? Shut up! Karate. This is Cobra Kai. You think just anybody can learn Cobra Kai, huh? What's your name, kid? John Shin. So, will you be my teacher? Teacher? No. I'm gonna be your sensei. Jason Bourgeois. Anderson, I see you've brought Cobra Kai back. Big shot now, huh? Head of Expedition Research LLC? Yes, but that's not why I'm here. Just want to let you know you're gonna have a little competition. You think you're bringing Team Anderson back to the valley? Not on my watch. This whole trip we've been saying, oh, that's a baseball. We finally have signal again. The first thing we're gonna do is...
Oh, that's a baseball!